Continuation of our lecture on array operations, a small operation was left out, which is basically array operations or the element wise operations. Let's say that we have a matrix of A is equals to 2 times ones of 3 comma 3, and when we evaluate this particular expression, we are going to see that this is the matrix that we have. And let's say that we need to make the square of this particular matrix and store it in B, right? So B, when we evaluate this particular expression, we are going to get obviously 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 and 12. Basically this is matrix multiplication as you have learnt in your schools. Alright, so basically you can also have an other type of matrix multiplication. If I, let's see what happens if I put a dot operation there. Okay, this is basically I am trying to do element wise operations as expected. Element wise operation, as the name suggests, 2 gets squared, 2 gets squared. Individual elements of the matrix A is getting squared and is being stored in a variable called C. Therefore your C gets a 3 cross 3 variable, 3 cross 3 matrix where each and every particular element is 4. Right, this was one thing which was left out. And you can also define it for let's say that D is equals to say A dot square, okay, to the power of 1 by 4. This was equally well and fine. And let's say that we also have another matrix E as say 3 times ones of 3 cross 3, and evaluate this particular expression. We see that is all matrix full of 3's. And let's say that we want to assign F as a multiplication of D into E. So now when you particularly multiply this, you are not multiplying element wise, but in fact it's a plain matrix multiplication, right? But however, when we want to multiply it element wise, you need to put a dot operation, which symbolizes that the MATLAB wants to use array manipulations or array operations. In fact, when you run this, we see that these two values are entirely different. In this is what is happening here is F equals D into E. Basically you have a matrix multiplication. In this particular example, you basically have an array operation being done where two matrices are being multiplied element wise, right? So that is one thing. So now these are the two things which applies to it. And let's say that we have a matrix called or we define X is equals to 1 to 10, and if we want to find out an expression such as Y is equals to X into exponential of X by max of X, right? If we want to do something like this, we're going to get an error. Okay, let's check it out. What happens? Evaluate selection. Oh my god, we have an error. Inner matrix dimension, but I must agree. That is the reason why, because X is an array 1 cross 10, and obviously when X is an array, this numerator is an array and the denominator is a scalar. An array divided by a scalar is once again an array. An exponential of an array is another array. We are trying to multiply one matrix by another matrix of incompatible sizes. The first matrix is basically of 1 cross 10, and second matrix is also of size 1 cross 10. Do you know from basic mathematics that you cannot multiply 1 cross 10 by 1 cross 10? So either you need to make a dot, you need to make a transpose, or making a transpose doesn't really help, because if you are multiplying 1 cross 10 and 10 cross 1, you will be ending up with 1 cross 1 matrix, which is not what you want, right? So basically what you need is, you need to multiply it element wise element, right? You need to do an element wise operation, in which case when you evaluate this, we still have an error. Let's see what this is. Okay, unexpected MATLAB operator. When you get an error, it is better to check it one piece of the code at a time, and this works fine, wonderful. This is also going to work, and this is also going to work just fine. So when we are multiplying this, let's see what happens to this. This also works wonderfully fine. Probably the reason why we got an error was we had a space there which we should not have been there, and when you evaluate this selection, now it works, right? So now you can go ahead and let's say that you want to make a plot of this, plot of X comma Y. Okay, that is wonderful. Plot of X comma Y. You can also get a plot of how this particular function varies. It's taking some time. We get the exponential plot, X times exponential of X by max of X. Alright.